What's up, everybody? My name is Ron Amos, and welcome back to Less Pressure Podcast. Today's special guest is a rapper, songwriter, and one half of the rap duo LowLife. Everybody make some noise for Ty.
Yo,
How you feeling?
I'm feeling good.
So, for those that don't know, we are related. His mom is my first cousin. But I actually grew up more so with him than her because she's way older than me. I don't want to say way older, but she's like, I think like 10,
Bro,
10 or 15 years. Because I'm 27, she's late 30s. Yeah, so she's up there. And then we grew up more so together at like family functions and stuff like that. But I kind of wanted to bring you here just to talk about like your rap stuff. You've been making some noise. You've been doing a lot of like interesting, cool projects that personally I admire because when I first created this podcast and when I first decided that I was going to do guests and stuff, I think you were one of the first people that I had in mind to like bring on as a special guest.
that's hard.
So I really did want to get you on here and like talk a little bit. So if anybody that doesn't like know you, could you give them a little summary of who you are just to like know who you are a little bit?
So for anybody that wouldn't know me, I'm pretty much like you said, like one half of LowLife. My artist name is Tyrelly. And yeah, I just talk about music. I just talk about the stuff that be on my mind for real. You feel me? Like I don't know. I feel like I'm someone who's always in my mind. That's always in my head a lot and stuff like that. So I like to when I'm listening to music, listening to beats, I like to just write out anything that's going on in my head and then just put it out into music form, and it just be sounding good. So
It does though.
bro.
That's the interesting part because I could tell that like when you do put out music and stuff, I think that it's a little bit deeper than just like surface level rap. I feel like there's a lot of rappers that write raps that are that one could relate to anybody in like more of a like cliche way. You know what I'm saying? Like the more commercial rap. I feel
Bro.
like your rap style is a little deeper than that.
Oh God, cause it's more just like it's more. Cause I don't really care to be on like nothing that everybody else is on. Like I'm not a trap artist, you feel me? So I'm not trying to portray a trap star, you feel me? I'm trying to portray myself. So it's like that's really like how I keep myself from uh, uh um sounding like everybody else or like portraying myself like everybody else in a sense. I think I would say.
Interesting. Yeah, I definitely hear the difference. And I feel like we all got like influences and stuff like that, but like I don't feel like any of your influences take over your sound in any kind of way. I feel like your sound is very unique. Even just like the music y'all make together, like it's so different. Like it's so different. My favorite two songs from y'all would have to be Blood on Jeans and the other one from the newer EP, Party is Wild.
Yeah.
Those two are like my go-tos, and I feel like I show a lot of my friends those two whenever I'm like we like playing YouTube videos, and I'm like, yo, watch this real quick, and everybody usually like vibes with the stuff that I show them. So I think those are my two like go-tos. So I kind of want to go back a little bit. So I know you've always been like a creative person, like since I've all like known you growing up. You always been super super creative. But what made you want to be specifically a rapper? What was like? Because we all have our like rap phases. I had a rap phase too, but like, what made you like, yo, this is not just a phase, and then I actually want to do this for real?
I honestly always knew that I wanted to be a rapper. You feel me? Like it started like in like third grade. No, it was second grade. We had like a little in class talent show, and one of my friends wanted to rap or whatever, and I was like, "Ooh, let me hear it real quick." So he was showing me the rap. It was kind of garbage, and like I heard like somebody told me that they heard that before from somebody else, but like I was like, you know what, that's probably hard, so I still listen to it anyway. I remember how it go. It was like bald head, skittle diddle. You got no head in the middle, girl. Where your weave at? You really need that. Put it in the dryer. It's so fire, and that's all he had. And I was like, bro, you gotta
That's
let me
terrible.
remix it. And then he was like, bro, go ahead if you could come come up with something before the time run out. Uh, then you could perform with me, and I did. And I was like, I added some extra stuff to it. It was on some weak stuff too, but then like ever since then, I was just like, yeah, this is kind of fun. And then I just always kept writing them, like writing songs, trying to learn how to like structure it right, how to sound like all my other favorite rappers and stuff like that. Like all of that started kind of early for me, cause I always wanted to be able to be on stage and just rap to people.
Mm. And like, how old was that? That was like fourth grade, third grade.
Yeah, that was in like second grade.
That was second grade.
Yeah, like
You were
third
rapping in
grade.
second grade.
Yeah, and then third grade was the first time I actually like wrote an actual like full song.
And you like recorded it.
I didn't record it. I didn't record my first song until like my freshman year in high school. I was just
Interesting.
always writing music since like third grade.
No, because I didn't know that. Because I always knew that you had like you did like the clothing stuff, but
Hmm.
and I think you were like a DJ at one point too, right?
Yeah, but like the music, like the rapping stuff was always just something I just like. I never really said nothing about for real. I was just it was just
Mm,
something that I just like doing. You feel me? But like the DJing stuff, the clothing line stuff, that was something that like I wanted to do over the time, but like I wasn't as dedicated to it as I was to like actually like rapping and stuff like that. So,
but rap was like the for sure one that you were like I connect the most with this
bro,
one.
cause I liked looking at myself in the mirror, rapping and stuff like that. I liked how I looked, and I just like love having like talking to myself, talking to myself in the mirror like I was in an interview on some shit,
So
like
you
I'm talking to some, bro, like that shit used to be fun,
you used to talk to yourself in the mirror like
bro.
pretending to do interviews about
Hell
rapping.
yeah,
Interesting. I felt I don't think I did that. No, I don't think I did that one.
bro.
But so did you get the creative part from your parents, or was that something that was just always in you?
I feel like yeah, just a little bit from my dad, a little bit, cause like he was doing a lot of the like graphic design and stuff like that. So it kind of got me into just art in general, cause I always wanted to try to just learn how to draw and learn
Mm,
how to be on some like artsy stuff or whatever. But music was always my main focus.
interesting. Yeah, 'cause
Mhm.
I just know that like your parents had like all types of just entrepreneurial like
Mhm.
endeavors all the time. They had like a million businesses. They always were like doing something. No, your mom was in a singing group at one point, wasn't she?
Mhm.
She did that.
A duo, bro.
Yeah. So like this is like in you for real.
Bro, type shit, bro.
So do you like? Are they super like supportive when it comes to like the music stuff? Like, yo, follow your dreams, go
Bro.
for it, because they have to be, right?
Mhm. They just be on some cool stuff. Like they
That's good though.
on God, cause like I feel like I'm pretty good. You feel me? And like they understand that like I'm good enough to where I'm doing a little something, something. You feel me? So
Yeah.
it's like let me grow with it and let me see where it take me for real. And like they even try to be on me about just like even if I was to go to school or some shit, like try to like go to school with something that's more focused on music, so that way it's like I'm still doing something. I'm still doing something I'm passionate about,
Mm,
bro. Cause I really don't like school. I hate school.
dude, when I tell you that, like, I hated school so much, like, uh, I lied to my counselor and told him that I was going to college, so I need to graduate early so that I could get out of school to go to college. And I was applying to schools that I knew I wasn't going to get into, but I had no intention on ever stepping foot
Like
into a
going
college
in.
at all. But I just wanted him to let me graduate early so that I could get out and like go just live my life because I hated school so much. I had really bad focusing issues,
Mm,
and I was just always super creative. And I think that's when I graduated out of high school and I took that like little break or whatever. That's when like my YouTube channel started to pop off a little bit because I had more time, and energy to just put like more just creativity into it, and that was like the biggest moment for me creatively within like my YouTube little journey. So I
mhm.
get the like not wanting to go to school because school really is not for everybody.
Bro.
It's just not, and I feel like people try to push that on like young people a lot. Like, yo, go to school, go to school. And I think that school is not a bad thing. I would never
Mm-hmm.
like say, yo, if you go to school, nah, that's whack.
If you go to school, you're a lame.
Yeah,
You're
I
garbage.
feel like
But
it's
like, it's
cool if you,
not that. It's not the case.
yeah,
It's like if you go to school, that's great. I hope you find time. I hope you like be able to keep your focus and stay motivated and do your thing. But me personally, I can't do that. So I'm gonna do my thing over here. You gonna do your thing over there, bro.
for me personally, I can't do that.
Cause it's like I could do like I was always a student that was like I pay attention in class, like I do all the classwork, I pass the test, but like I just wouldn't do my homework. Cause like I just wouldn't do homework.
You did everything but the homework.
I just did everything but the homework because like I already spent hours in school listening to you talk about
Facts.
this. Why am I finna go home and do this again for hours?
Yeah, that's the weird game we play too. But like my last high school that I went to, 'cause I went to 3 high schools.
Mm-hmm.
The last high school I went to, they didn't give out homework at all. So like I literally graduated by doing nothing.
Yeah, that's
I
how.
went
That's
to school and left.
bro. That's
That was
kind of
it.
how I got through it for real. Cause like the
Get the
homework,
fuck-
cause like the homework at my high school, it was like it wasn't worth that much for real. So it's like I got more points for being in class than me actually doing homework. So it was like
You was getting participation points.
exactly.
You was getting participation.
I was racking up them participation points on bro.
So you barely made it through. You was just like,
On
I'm gonna
bro.
show up. I'm gonna do that part. But then the homework. But I don't even believe in homework, to be honest, too, because it's like you already make kids spend 8 hours in the school. You want them to go and spend another like 2 hours at
bro.
home doing the same shit. You're not letting kids
And
be
what
kids.
was worse was I went to elementary school and high school that was from 8 o'clock to 5 p.m.
5 p.m.
Yeah, bro.
What kind of school was that?
My elementary school, it was a all year round school.
All year round school?
Yeah,
That wasn't like a CPS school, was it?
I don't know for real.
It was a private
think
school?
It was like I think they would call it like one of them contract schools or something like that. I don't know.
All year. So you didn't get a summer vacation?
We did, but it was short as hell. It was like a couple weeks, some shit.
It wasn't like 3 months like everybody else?
Nah, bro.
Wait, so why was that even a thing, like a option for you?
Why was what an option?
It was all year round school.
Oh, that wasn't an option. It was just
low key. When I had some kids, yo, y'all going to all year round school.
bro, that wasn't an option. I ain't had no choice. I was just in there.
Okay, so did you realize that other schools had summer vacations, like actual summer vacations and stuff like
Yeah,
that?
as I got older, yeah.
You didn't know?
I did, but like I didn't really, cause like
They
all my
tricked you.
friends was still in. Like the majority of my friends were in school, so it was like I went outside with other kids from other schools, so it's like I really didn't like pay attention.
So did you ever like you realize it was like, yo, what the fuck?
Bro, I did. Like once I got to like, I want to say like 5th grade for real. That's when I started realizing like, this shit short as hell.
He was grown as hell.
Bro.
Like, wait, why the fuck am I in school? It's 80 degrees outside.
Exactly. And I did that from 2nd grade to 8th grade.
That is ass.
Yeah.
That is ass. So,
Bro.
so
But in high school it got easier though, cause high school it was like, since it was an art school.
wait, Shy Arts was like that too?
Yeah, 8 to 5.
Okay, but it wasn't the all year round situation.
No, it wasn't
okay.
all year
I was
round
like, what the
situation.
fuck? That's
Bro.
crazy.
No, that'd be insane. I wouldn't even go there for real.
That's like a job.
Yeah, it is.
That's literally work hours.
But for Shires, it was like we spent academics from like 8 o'clock to like 12:30, and then we get an hour lunch, and then the rest is like from like I want to say like 1:40 to like 5 o'clock in straight arts.
Oh.
So it's almost like an extracurricular thing, but it's really not, because it's still like you getting graded for it. It's part of your classwork and shit, bro.
Interesting. So, all right. So for those that don't know, he went to like a performing arts school. So, one, can you tell me what the process for that is getting into that school? Because like I was telling you, like my idea is like you go like on Victorious and you do like an audition performance or something like that, and then you go in, and then boom, you in there. So like, how did you? Well, one,
It's
how did you
literally
even
that.
know that you? How did you find out about that school?
I found I found out about that school because once I was graduating 8th grade, I realized I didn't have a lot of high school choices.
Wow.
They was trying to get me in Chicago Bulls and shit, and I wasn't trying to go
The
there.
Bulls?
Yeah, the
They have
Chicago
a
Bulls,
school?
Noble School.
Oh, I didn't
It
know
was a Noble School. I didn't want to go to no Noble School. I wouldn't survive in no Noble School.
that.
They
I
get them
understand.
demerits and stuff like that. Like
Yeah.
if you breathe the wrong way, you get like warnings and
Yeah.
all the other shit. I wasn't trying to do that. So once I found out that that was my only choices, I was trying to find other schools that I can go to. Shires popped up. I saw that they had like a whole arts program and stuff. So at first I was gonna try to go there for drumming, cause I went
Drumming?
cause I used to do the marching band in my elementary school. I was in the marching band for a minute, but my parents was like, I feel like you gotta really know how to drum for real to
Yeah.
audition for some drums at a school.
Yeah,
At a
I mean,
school,
that makes sense.
bro. So I did acting audition and a creative writing audition, and I got the callbacks for both of them. And then for the acting audition, I had to go in there and do a monologue. You feel me? I had to do a whole monologue and shit in front of three of the teachers, and then they just asked me a couple questions and shit, and then that was that. And then for the creative writing one, um, I had to come with like a piece of mine, and I had wrote a poem, and they fucked with it. They was like, "Alright, you come back." And then for the callbacks for both of them, for the creative writing one, they gave us a book, and we had to read a certain passage for it or some shit, I think, and then write like I think like a write like an essay or a poem, like or a poem or like anything figurative, whatever. At a certain amount of time, and then turn it in. That's when I realized that I was gonna do so much writing and shit like that. So it made me not even care about trying to pass that audition. So like I just wrote some bullshit, and then for the acting audition, I can't remember what we did for this callbacks, but I think we did like some improv shit.
Improv
Yeah,
for an audition?
yeah.
Was
Just to see like what we could like how we would
Were you an
react.
actor though? Were you like a good actor, or were you just like?
I was on some mediocre shit, but like they was fucking with it, so I was like, hey, it is what it is.
That's interesting because I didn't even know that was like an option. Like I didn't hear about that school
Bro.
until I think that I found out you was going there, and I was like, Shy Arts. But I think that we've done like a couple of our like dance showcases in the theater. I think.
I peeped those. Yeah, they
Yeah,
was definitely in the theater. That's cool.
yeah. That's when I really thought, okay, yeah, this is definitely like where it's at. But all right, so you get into Shy Arts, and then you went in for acting. Was it like you had a major? Like if that makes sense.
That was my major.
So
Acting.
you had
I was
acting
an
was your
acting
major.
major.
So then, how did you switch it to rapping?
I didn't. I basically just used my acting classes as a way to like learn how to be on stage for real, and stuff like that. Bro. So like I really didn't even like. I wasn't there for music. I didn't really like try to join the music department or whatever because they was only focused on like singing and instrumentals, like playing the different instruments and shit like that. I wasn't trying to do all that. So I stuck with acting because I knew that was gonna be the easiest conservatory to do, and I knew that was gonna help me with my stage presence because I'd be a little shy sometimes and I don't like performing. So
You still don't like performing.
I still don't like performing, but I do what I gotta do out there. You feel me?
So the other question I was gonna ask is like, for me, performing is like now it's easy. Like I used to get a little shaky before, but now it's like I don't get nervous. I don't get shaky. I get excited more so. Do
Hmm.
you feel like that's something you'll eventually get over?
Yeah, I'm kind of over it now, but at the same time, sometimes it do just get a little nerve wracking because like depending on the type of like show it is, like when it's less rehearsed, it's more so just like, let's just wing this bitch and let's see what happens type shit.
Yeah,
And when it's more rehearsed, it's more like, yeah, I can feel it. I'm ready for this shit. Like I'm ready to
yeah,
go ahead and knock this out. I ain't gonna lie, cause like I only did one show that was rehearsed, and like that was around the time that I had crazy stage fright for real, for real. But since it was rehearsed, I just felt more in control of the stage and what was
mm,
going on around me. So like it felt good, and like I was just ready to take on everything. And that's when I was doing the House of Blues.
mm,
But then every other show after that I've ever done has always been just like some winging and shit. So like I'd be like, because you never know how I'm gonna sound on the mic for real. How
yeah,
like people reacting to it, because like it'd be hard when you a smaller artist and you performing in front of all these people and they just looking at you, because like they
yeah,
wait on a moment to make them spark and be like, damn, I fuck with this. But like if they don't have that, then they just looking at you the whole time. So it's be like,
yeah. I had a I had a moment like that one time where I performed and it was my choreography and the audience was not fucking with it at all. And I could not wait to get the fuck off the stage because like I look out into the audience and they're just looking like, and
yeah.
I kind of saying like, what the fuck? Like that was one of I think that was the last time that I put my choreography on stage and it wasn't for like an artist or it wasn't for like a dance recital for some kids or something like that. I think that was the last time that I got on stage with my own choreography because that shit sucks. Like when you put like so much work into something and then like they just don't get it and they
Mm-hmm.
looking at you like what the fuck, and then at the end like they awkwardly clapped at the
Yeah,
end.
and it's just
I
like, did
was
y'all
like,
really mess with it, or y'all just clapping just because y'all want me to get
they
off
didn't
out the
fuck with it at
stage?
all, and that's just like.
Yeah.
But the thing is, music is easier
Hmm.
because I feel like if they do like the music, they don't gotta sing along to it, but they will like rock to it. They
Oh,
will.
bro, yeah, at
You can
least do
see
something.
them like reacting to it
Oh, bro.
because I've gone to concerts and shit, and like I've not known the open act or whatever, and then I'm still fucking with the music. At the end, I'm like, yo, that
They
was
don't
raw as
got.
fuck. Yeah.
They
So it's
still
like
ride with you.
you can create fans through that way,
Mm-hmm.
honestly. So do you find it like a little bit of a challenge to try to win them over, or are you trying to even win them over? Is that what you're trying to do?
Um, Not even no more. Like I don't like trying to win people over. I like trying to connect with the people that just connect with it. You feel me? I'm not trying to overdo my part and be on some like, please fuck with this. You feel me? Like I don't want. I'm not trying to beg you to fuck with my shit. Like I'm trying to be on some
Please buy
cool
the
shit.
album.
Exactly. If you fuck with it and you relate to it and you really think like, oh, this is pretty nice. I like this. Then like I'm for you. But like,
I think that's your end though is like the relatability of
mhm,
like the emotion and stuff like that, because and also just the straight up pure like realness that you put in both of y'all, because that's the
bro.
thing I like. See, the thing about this day and age is um, we live in a very PC, politically correct world, which is good and bad. I think that
Mhm.
it's good because it's kind of more positive. It's less offensive. You hurt less people and stuff like that. But then it's bad because I feel like sometimes people can't be honest about real shit.
Mhm.
And I feel like with the type of music that you make, you put 100% of your honest, true emotion into
Oh,
it,
bro.
where a lot of people probably wouldn't because they don't want to like. It's just too not explicit, but it's just like a lot. It could be a lot
Mhm.
for some people. Like, oh wow, why'd you say that?
Oh
'Cause
God.
that's how I feel.
Mhm.
That's really how I feel.
I really had to learn how to be able to do that though, cause like over time, like it's really took shit to even make me be on some shit like that. Cause like I really was like, when I went to Shy Arts, I was like I ain't gonna lie, I was like when I was younger, I was more so like them like squeaker niggas you hear in the game, like talking
Yeah.
shit all the time type shit. Like I was on some shit like that, and like I really came off as like rude and like sometimes like really like just like an asshole to certain people because like the way I was before, and at Shy Arts, once I got there, I had to learn very fast how to watch what I'm talking about, how to like, cause like I got yelled at by like a teacher and a student because I said the R word. Like,
You can't say that.
bro, exactly. I didn't know that. I didn't know that at all because like I went to elementary school out west. You feel me? So it's like that's normal over there.
Yeah.
And then like now I'm in this school. Everybody's politically correct. I didn't even know what being politically correct even was. Type shit. Like I'm just not learning everything through all these people and stuff like that. So it's just like over time I'm learning how to like
what's okay,
what's okay, what's not okay. How do I express myself in a way that like doesn't offend everybody, but everybody know what the fuck I'm talking about.
Yeah,
bro. Cause like I don't know, I was always one of them niggas that kind of was like that kind of like dark jokes and shit like that, and was like really into like crazy shit. So people like joking with me and stuff like that. So I just learned how to be able to joke, and in a way that no one gets offended.
Yeah.
So,
and I feel like it's not hard to not offend people.
Exactly. You just really gotta have a heart and care and have common sense about what you're saying.
That part. But then it's like when it comes to like the music and shit, I think that the authenticity is like my favorite part, because my favorite things are real things. I love like indie movies and shit like that, and just stuff that evokes. I just like real shit. I don't know how to explain it, but I just really like real shit. The person that I really look up to is Shia LaBeouf. Now, this man got canceled recently, so it's kind of like hard to even be like, that was one of my role models, you know? Because he did some really crazy, fucked up shit. But the thing that I always looked up to him about was the realness and the transparency and the honesty that he always kept. Always. And you could even see that in his acting and his movies and shit.
Cause ain't he like a method actor or some shit?
He is, which is dangerous.
Bro,
that shit is really, really bad. Because the thing about acting already is like, to me, acting is a weird psychological thing where I don't think I could actually ever be an actor.
Yeah.
Because the small amount of acting that I have done, like to jump in and out of a character, fucks with your head a little bit. Like to pretend to be somebody, and then when they say cut, and then you jump back to yourself. That shit is like really weird. But to method act and to like fully convince yourself that you're this person, that shit's a little crazy. It's a little. It could do some damage to you. And that's what he was doing. He was method acting for a while for like a couple of his roles, and led him to do some really, really like fucked up shit that ain't really cool at all.
Exactly.
But he was trying to be real and shit like that, which I respect. But at the same time, like,
you gotta have your limits.
You gotta know your limits, especially just with. And he's one of those passionate artists and shit like that. So like he's all about the truth and let's put out the realest shit. Which, yes, but dude, like don't lose your mind over it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so my favorite song from you is the solo one you did, Kurt Cobain. Yeah. My brother. That shit. That shit right there. I listened to it on fucking repeat. I didn't give a fuck what you was talking about, honestly. I was just like, the fact that he said it in such a poetic way was like, how the fuck does his brain write like that? Like how do you even put the pen to the paper and write? Like, 'cause I've always admired that about rappers too. Is like y'all can write your feelings, but then make them sound catchy. Yeah. How does that work?
I honestly don't even know. Like, I kind of look at like a lot of what Frank Ocean do in a sense, cause like, bro, I kind of fuck with Frank a lot. So like, and I really like how he he really touches people with his lyrics. You feel me? Like what he says really touches people's soul, and like I be trying to be on the same shit. So I kind of like I like trying to word everything that I say in a way that you can like be like, damn, like it's almost like I don't know. It's like you almost talking to yourself in a sense. Just like cause like my songs really be damn near like a diary in a sense, cause it's like this is really me talking to myself. So it's like now I'm talking to you, and you probably feeling the same way. So you just like, yeah, this nigga speaking. So I don't even I don't even know if that made sense for real, but like, yeah.
I think that's one of the things that I wish that I could. I don't even think I want to. What I do, I want to have. I want to do something with music because I feel like it touches me so much when I do listen to songs like that. But where I don't even know if there's a place for me in music, just because I don't necessarily want to rap or sing or anything like that. But I do want to be a part of like the creative process. But at the same time, I can't write for shit. Like I'm not a writer at all. But I do like. I don't even know. Maybe I just want to sit in and watch somebody like make a song that's really dynamic and shit like that. Because I think it's the sonic part of it. Like it's the sounds, and then it's also like the interpretive aspect of like the lyrics that I'm really intrigued by. But I don't know. Like so for some reason, I really just want to like. I want to do something with music eventually. And yeah, I remember growing up, like I had that little music phase where I thought I was gonna be like a rapper, singer, or whatever the fuck. But I don't think that it was for the. It was for the creative part, but I don't think that it was about the creative writing aspect of it. It was just the fact that like I like music and I want to perform music and I want to like music is fun. Like I think it was just that part, but I don't think it was anything like deep like that. But did you ever have like that kind of connection with music where you were like, yo, this is deep as fuck. This is deeper to me. I want to make this shit like I want to be able to create this on a larger scale than just I want to perform a song, because I feel like that's what it is for a lot of us. You know, pick up the microphone and you want to pretend like you're on stage and shit. Yours is more artistic though, right?
Yeah. Wait, so what are you asking me again? Like,
so was yours like the? Because I feel like when kids are kids and like they want to be rappers or whatever or singers, I think it's more for like the performing aspect of pretending like they're on stage in front of 1,000 people. Was yours more so like for the creative writing aspect part of it, or the emoting part, or was it the performing and being famous thing?
Yeah, me mostly it was like on the emotional aspect. I like the way like music really like touches people and affect people, and like I like how people there's a song that you can listen to in any type of situation, any type of emotion that you feel.
A playlist too.
Exactly, you feel me? Like I'm trying to be able to tap into all of that shit, like all of the different emotions and stuff like that. I want to be able to tap into that and like have something that people could listen to at those different times and stuff like that. Like with me, it was always the emotion, cause some songs like that I was growing up with was like I always feel me with like a certain emotion too, cause like I listen to a lot of Tyler the Creator and shit like that on when he was doing his Goblin shit and stuff like that. Cause I remember y'all put me on a like Loiter Squad and shit.
I put you on.
Omari did.
I was like, I don't even know who that is.
Oh, bro. But I just remember like being in his room and like us all being in the room like watching that shit though, and stuff like that. And so yeah, it was like stuff like that. And then like me seeing Tyler do that shit, and then like actually getting deeper into his new music and seeing him attack it in such a different way that everyone hates, but like people are starting to love now because they didn't understand what he was trying to do at first. You feel me? Like there's always something. It's like there's always something deeper like when it comes to music. Like when the artist makes a song, there's always like
a hidden.
Like there's different interpretations sometimes. Like
it's usually not the front thing.
Bro, exactly. Like art is just amazing.
How do you feel about that Doja Cat thing that she just put out?
I really don't even pay attention. Bro, I only know a little bit from my girlfriend for real.
Oh no, she put out this music video recently, and it was like, think it was called like Demons or something. I don't remember what it's called. I think it was something along the lines of like Demons or something. And like in the music video, she's like a demon, and it's very like but like a lot of people are kind of on the like, yo, if you listen to Doja Cat, you're a devil worshiper, or you're like this and this and that. And off the back, I think it's like easy to make that assumption, like, oh, she's trying to like do some Illuminati, like devil worshipping shit or whatever. But something tells me that she's trolling a little bit, and it's not that.
Yeah, I don't think it's that at all, for real, for real. Like, I feel like she probably just going through some shit right now. I ain't gonna lie. And she just want people to leave her the fuck alone, so she's doing everything in her way to, like, make people leave her alone, but at the same time, make her money. You feel me? Make her bad.
Yeah.
But she's just doing it bad.
Yeah. Wait, who else do you listen to? You said Tyler the Creator. Who else do you listen to?
I listen to a lot of different niggas. I ain't gonna cap.
Do you only listen to rap, or do you listen to like everything?
I listen to everything.
Like,
but like, so lately,
what's everything? Because I listen to everything.
Like,
I don't know if you listen to everything. Because my country playlist go a little
go
crazy.
to
Exactly. See, my country go a little crazy.
Like, I don't know. I like electro shit, like electronic shit. Sometimes like drum and bass shit. I like rap shit. I like shit that you could. I really love music that you could play at nighttime. Like, that's my thing. Like, I really like music you could play in the dark, or just play like on the road, on the expressway, driving at night. Like,
you're a sad boy.
Yeah,
you're
bro.
a sad boy. Me too. I got a late night drive playlist.
Yeah, me too, bro.
You get that little bag and you start sitting there with yourself, and just like, damn. I don't know if I'm happy or sad right now.
Exactly, but I'm just gonna sit in it.
I'm just feeling it though. You know, but for real, like, feeling shit, it feels good sometimes.
Oh, bro.
It feels good. That's the reason why I like a lot of people connect to music. It's like, it makes you feel something. Yeah. So like, what else do you used to do?
I like Rex Orange County. Niggas like him.
I like Rex, but I think I only like the Pony album. I think that's the only one that I really connected to.
Nah, he got this one album he was spit. I think it was called Because something.
Because of the internet?
Nah, that's Childish Gambino.
Oh yeah.
It was like it's Because You Would Never Be Free.
That was before?
That was just like his first album.
Was that the one with Sunflower on it?
No. That was the one with, I don't know. But like, I fuck with that whole album.
I know Corduroy Dreams. I think I only know Corduroy Dreams.
That whole album right there, tough. That nigga was spitting his ass
with,
off.
you do fuck with, what's his name? The nigga with the fucking, the braids. Steve Lacy.
Yeah,
I just got on Steve Lacy for real.
Merch, you just got on Steve Lacy for real. That's crazy.
I ain't just get on him, but so before Bad Habit dropped, and everybody was like, "Oh my God, Steve Lacy!" Like, I had started like tapping into his music a little bit, but I was like a few songs here and there, like I was adding to my playlist and stuff like that. And then Bad Habit came out, and I was like, "Oh shit, this is crazy!" And then it went, it popped off or whatever. And then I kind of went back again. I think I listened to the Lo-Fi's. Love that album.
Yeah, that shit hard.
Just good shit.
Oh, bro, he got that one. Let me come like you.
Oh, that's my
shit hard. Oh, bro. I want it.
Is that one? Inside, fucking In Front of Me.
Yeah.
He got some
bangers on that old.
He definitely got some. How was the show? Because I know you went, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
Was it like
bro, I was with my little sister. It was decent.
Harmony went?
Yeah, it was for Harmony. I ain't gonna cap.
She likes Steve Lacy?
Yeah. That's the only reason I went, because, like, she wanted to go, so I was like, fuck it, let's go. Bro.
Interesting. I know she likes Steve Lacy.
Yeah, man.
That's interesting. Was the show like, because I know did he like somebody threw a phone at him or something?
Nah, not at the Chicago show.
Was it chill though?
That show was decent. He ain't had no issues at the Chicago show.
Dude, I want to go so bad just because like the music, all the vibes.
It was decent.
There was one artist. They're not similar, but they're kind of like in the same category of like if you listen to him, you might listen to him. I went to an artist concert recently, and when I tell you, it was bad.
Damn.
It was bad. Like, and it wasn't bad in in the sense of like the music sounded bad. It was bad in the sense that like
It was just boring.
he was boring.
Yeah, like the performance just wasn't good on some
he
shit.
wasn't connecting with the audience.
Who?
I don't even want to say it because I fuck with the music. I high key fuck
On
with
some
this
he
artist.
on the see some Steve Lacy shit.
Same, not necessarily the same genre, but same like avenue of like
Yeah,
people.
that's fucked up.
Yeah, and it was. I tell you,
He's supposed to be on some hard shit.
he was one of my favorites. He was my favorite artist of like
That's fucked up.
last year. I feel
That's
like.
kind of crazy.
And did not deliver a great show, and it was kind of heartbreaking because like that was the concert that I was I went to like 4 or 5 concerts like back to back to back, and that was the one that I was most excited for. And I got in there, and like it felt like he had to do a tour. His management made him, so he did it and said,
like,
"All
but
right,
he didn't want to do that shit for real on some shit.
here's the tour. I'm going home." He didn't even do the encore song. And that's what pissed me off too, because it was like
Damn.
we knew that it was supposed to be an encore song. He just, "All right, y'all, good night." Left.
Damn.
And I was like, I don't even know how I feel about that. I feel like I just wasted my money, and I wish I could kind of get a refund because I just wasn't tapped into it. But the music is still great.
Yeah.
He sounded just like the records, but
Just wasn't hitting like
it did not hit at all.
Yeah.
At all. But I also want to talk to you about LowLife a little bit. So LowLife is your rap group. It's
bro.
you and Saint, and y'all like kind of take turns spitting bars together on the albums and stuff like that. So how did you meet Saint? Did he go to Shy Arts too?
No, he went to Kenwood, I think. Yeah, he went to Kenwood, a school out south. But yeah, so we met through a friend. She was trying to put me on to him or whatever, cause I fuck with music heavy and shit like that. He fucked with music heavy and shit. So she was like, "Bro, I promise if y'all meet each other, y'all be the best of friends ever." And then the day we met, you feel me? I didn't even fuck with that nigga for real. I hated that nigga.
Really?
I ain't gonna lie, bro. Didn't really like that nigga at all. I was like, this nigga a bitch. No cap. Like, and then eventually, like my the friend that tried to get us closer as friends was like, bro, if you stop being like that, y'all will be friends and stuff like that. So then me and Saint eventually talked on some shit, on some cool shit. I was like, fuck it, you seem kind of cool. We linked one time, and then we ended up linking that whole week. Like, that one day turned into a whole week of just linking, and we was working on music type shit, like the whole rest of
You
the
see
time.
what happens when you give somebody a chance.
Bro, cause I'm a real hater for real. Like, if I don't like you, I don't like you. just be that. But
So y'all was linking. Was y'all like rapping with each other, or like did y'all like play? Here, I got this song. I want you to hear it.
yeah, we was like rapping with each other and shit. Cause I was trying to make a rap group at the time. It was called Hey the Youth. And when me and him had our first conversation, he was like, "Yeah, I want to make a rap group too, like a look collective or whatever." And I was like, "You should join mine. I already got the name or whatever, Hey the Youth." And he was like, "Damn, that shit sound hard. Let's do it together." So then we spent that whole week trying to get like people together for a whole other collective and shit like that. We got like a good 30 niggas.
30.
Yeah,
Like some Brockhampton type shit.
yeah, cause we was trying to make it some collective shit. So like I had skateboarders, rappers, singers.
So it's more than just like
Yeah,
okay.
producers, and I think like one videographer. Yeah, one videographer, and clothing designers
That
too.
nigga gonna be tired.
Bro,
That videographer was gonna be tired.
He was tired, bro. I know he was tired, bro. But like we had too many people, so it didn't work out as like the way I wanted to. The skaters was the first people that kind of like brushed off and did their own thing. Cause skate niggas gonna do what skate niggas want to do, which is go skate.
We can skate anywhere.
Bro. And so like they eventually just stopped replying to shit, stopped linking up with us and shit like that. But I ain't get no fuck. I was like, this making me easier for me, so I was like, alright, we not doing skating no more. Then it just ended up being like, out of the 30 people that we had doing everything, it ended up being like a good like 10 of us in the group for real, but then it was like 5 of us actually doing some shit like making the shit run or whatever. So then it got to a point where shit wasn't going the way we had it planned out. Like me and Saint really got everything planned out in our heads type shit. And like we kind of like talk to each other like a lot about like really detailed like plans that we want to do and the things that we want to like achieve with this music shit. And like once we saw that like it wasn't really working out with the whole group thing, we was like, you know what, fuck this shit. We just gonna do our own thing together type shit. And that's when one day I was walking home. It was dark outside. I was listening to LowLife by Lucky, and I was like, damn, this really us for real. Like this really like how we be living for real. This really like the people around us. We some low life ass niggas. We live and be and hang around low life. So it's just like, you feel me? That's what we is. And I called his ass, told him that's the name. It was like, fuck it, that's it then. And then we just stuck with it. So, bro, that was that. And now we doing everything we wanted to. So far, like, we've been really, like, I've been doing a lot of manifestation for real, because that shit actually be working. So, like, I've been getting in my bag, because, like, everything that I said,
how do you manifest stuff?
I write it down. I got a notebook that I keep on me, that I kind of write down the things that I want to achieve, like, in a certain time frame. Not a time frame, but, like a estimated time, I guess, like before the end of this year, or like in the next couple of years, or some shit that I want to have this done. And like I just write that shit down, and then like it's in my notes, and then like I'm always saying it in my head over and over again. So it's like whenever I think about it, I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna go get that. Like, yeah, this is gonna happen. I'm gonna do this type shit. And every time I've done that shit, it always worked out. That's how I got my girlfriend. That's how I've been doing. Like,
you manifested her specifically?
Oh, bro. Like, I promise you, it's kind of crazy. Like,
you wrote her name down.
Yes, bro. Like, it felt weird in the moment. It felt weird in the moment, but like, it worked. I'm like, hey, that's noted hard
doing that.
Bro, like I promise you, I wrote on my notebook. I'm like, cause I found her stuff on TikTok.
And found her on TikTok?
Yeah.
Like For You page?
Yeah.
TikTok? Okay.
Bro, I liked her shit, and then I followed her on both the TikTok and the Instagram, and I got the follow back on Instagram. I'm like, oh yeah, it's up type shit. And I'm just like, yeah, she gonna be my girlfriend bro. Just watch. She's just gonna be my girl. And I just kept saying that for a minute. And since I followed her, her stuff kept popping up and stuff like that. So every time I saw her post, I just kept saying that was gonna happen. And then at one point we tried to link up, but it didn't work out. And then I wrote in my notes that I wanted to at least link up with her before the end of the year. And then I had a show in December, and then she had randomly texted me and was like, hey, I'm pulling up to your show. And then I'm like, damn, that's kind of hard.
What?
So then I pulled up to the show. And then the crazy, it was a busted ass show too, because like she pulled up. I'm like, damn, I'm really in here with the baddest bitch, and she came to see me. That's kind of hard. And then Chance pulled up to the show that day too, because it was on Promontory. And so Chance pulled up that day too. We backstage with it. Chance backstage on some shit. All the other niggas, some other like little Chicago niggas and shit back there and shit. She back there with me and shit. I'm making sure she cool. It was all decent. It was a vibe. And then she was like, yeah, this is like the most fun I had in a minute. And I'm like, I'm glad I could do that.
Your life.
Bro.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So when she was on TikTok, was she like famous? Did she like a lot of followers or something?
The one TikTok I saw had like 20K views, but like, bro, she got like a decent amount. She got some decent little following. She's nothing crazy though. Bro, I know like.
So you was a fan.
Bro, I was a fan. Bro.
And you wrote down in your journal, I'm gonna get that girl.
Oh God,
I'm gonna get that girl. Get that. That's crazy though.
Bro.
Manifestation is really, really interesting. I don't think that like I really practiced it before, really.
Me neither. I used to be a hater. I used to hate on it all the time. I'd be like, that shit not gonna happen. That shit is lame. But then one day I was sitting down thinking about my life and I wasn't happy with where I was at. So I was like, you know what, fuck it. I'm finna pull out my notebook and just write down the things that I want to get accomplished. And then I just
Mm,
started accomplishing those things. So I was like, yeah, let me keep doing this.
like goals and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like goals. Interesting.
Bro.
I gotta try that because I mean, even if she called you back and shit, you wrote it down in your book. Then
Exactly. And I was planning my ass too. I was like slight ghosting her, but not for real. But she
mm,
kept trying, but she was still trying to fuck with me heavy. So it was like it just
mm.
worked out. I was like, yes,
And
still
it's really
bad.
convenient that y'all was from the same city too. Cause
Mhm.
that's like I don't know. That was kind of like some meant to be shit, you know.
Bro.
Um, but yeah, all right. So back to fuck
Low life
low
and
life.
shit.
Yeah, yeah. So, but no, that's crazy as fuck that you manifested her.
Mhm.
But so from hanging out with Saint all those days or whatever, then when did y'all start putting like the energy into that first? Was that an EP or was it an album?
It was EP.
The low life one.
Mhm.
So when did y'all? How did that come about?
That came about once we finally was like, yeah.
I
We.
love that album. By the way. Like I high
Bro,
key love,
appreciate it.
and his cadence is so crazy. Like I don't know what song. I think it's Catch Me. He jump on. He like, oh, you think it's murder? I was like, what the fuck? That all that shit was just like, I'm like, I can't believe like I know these people. This is wild. But yeah,
Hell
all right,
yeah.
finish it.
So yeah, we just known that like our chemistry together was pretty good. So we had like we had like random beats that we had sent from friends or whatever, and we was just like, alright, we just finna rip these hoes. And like the majority of the songs from that first EP, we just both wrote verses, our own verses to it, and came to each other on the day that we came to record and just put it together. We like, damn, these low key sound good together, and
Yeah,
we just kept it that way, no cap. And like songs like "Let the Boys Cry,"
love that song.
we made that shit off acid, and like right then and there, just
Mm,
like we we was
that's
recording.
interesting. I gotta re-listen to it from that perspective now.
We was sitting in the studio playing with our thumbs and shit, trying to figure out what the fuck we gonna say to this. And then we both was on some sad shit. But then we was also thinking about how like we gonna be on some raw shit soon if we just really get this shit done. And we had it's these videographers, 818,
Mm,
before they start like busting up doing the shit they was doing too, they was like on some smaller stuff like us.
mm,
And so we had like a little like link up with them at first, and like right after the studio session. So we busting our ass off, and we thinking like, oh yeah, we finna have a little like meeting for our video after this too. It's finna be decent, and so we just started playing the beat again, and then I think Saint started it off, and he was just like on some sad shit, and I'm like, damn. Now I'm
yeah,
finna start her like we literally took turns just hopping out the seat, just adding shit as
yeah.
we went, and we just kept adding and adding and
Was the
adding.
song about something
Vocals.
specific, or was it
It
just like a
wasn't about nothing
general?
specific. It was just like,
We sad.
bro, I know you heard me
Mm,
miss sometimes, and you were like the best, but I'm fine. It's crazy. I ain't heard that song in a minute,
I've
but
heard it recently. I've probably heard all of them recently.
oh, bro, like, and it's like the way my head works is just like I be on to the next thing. I like to once like we be having vaults of stuff type shit,
Mm,
and we try to like stay ahead so that way we never run out of things to have like to drop and stuff like that because we don't want to fall short no more and take a long time with drops and like
yeah.
we trying to be consistent now.
Y'all dropped something recently on your birthday, which
Text
was
no
like,
response.
yeah, text no response and pints.
Mm-hmm.
I think which one do I really like? I really liked text no response. That was the
Text no
one with the really
response.
like upbeat, like
Mm-hmm.
fast paced beat. I really fuck with that one. I like pints too, but text no response was just like the
Text no
one that
response. Sorry.
I was like, oh shit. So that's a special like birthday drop, or is it just like
Mm-mm.
it's coming out and it's coming out on my birthday?
Yeah, that was just coming out. And it was just coming out on my birthday type
Mm-hmm.
shit. Cause like we was supposed to been drop it,
Mm-hmm.
but we was having technical difficulties type shit. So I was like, you know what, fuck it, we gotta hurry up and drop this shit. Cause like I didn't want it to be too long before we dropped again. I wanted to keep the consistency going.
Right. So what made you drop 2? Because I feel like if you dropped 1, then you could just like, all right, that's gonna hold them, and then we can wait a little bit, put out another one, and then. So what made y'all put out 2 at the same time, or did they come out and then y'all just put the videos out at the same time?
I put the videos out on the same time, bro.
But they came out different.
Yeah, it came out. The audio came out the different days, and I posted a video on Instagram, reels and stuff like that. The day the song dropped, but I just never put them on YouTube. So once I put text and response on YouTube, I put Pints on there too.
Oh, so you just like, let me just upload them.
Bro, exactly. Cause I'm like, it would be better if I had them all on YouTube.
Oh, so it wasn't like no special drop. It was just like,
it was just,
let me get this off. Okay. All right. I woke up, I was like, oh shit, we got some new music. Okay, fuck it.
Yeah, nah.
But your videographer, he needs a raise.
Yeah.
That man.
No, them niggas hard.
Cause like they real shit. Like they capture all the vibes. I've seen some music.
Bro,
videos.
they just graduated high school.
They're kids.
Yeah. Well, they're not even kids anymore. They're some real niggas now. But like, they just graduated high school. On God.
They went to Shy Arts too.
Nuh-uh. I don't know what school they went to, but like they some lit niggas. Like we met them when it was, I want to say juniors in high school, and they was doing all of our. They did Blood on Jeans when they were juniors in high school. That's
because I was gonna ask you who did that one. Because that one, when I watch it, I'm like,
they did the majority of our videos. 818.
The Grudge Baby, who did that one? That was him.
818 too. It's 3 of them.
And how's it 3 of them? Like it's like they all take turns.
They all get their own little shots and stuff like that and come together.
Oh, okay,
bro.
Yeah.
Dude,
the way
they friends and stuff, so they do this shit together. They hard.
The way they captured Blood on Jeans was like emotional.
Yeah, and that was kind of hard too, cause we was doing that by the lakefront, and like as we was doing it, people was walking past, like recording us and shit like that. It was kind of cool. Yeah. They thought we was somebody for real.
I mean, you are,
bro. Exactly, but it was just funny, cause like they was just like, damn, that look cool when you record them.
And the thing I like about your music too is like, even though like the grand picture isn't like here, like as far as like all the fans and like sold out shows and that type of shit, like I just know for a fact that it's coming. Like there are certain people that you have a good feeling about. Like the quality is there, the music is there, and I can see what kind of fan base y'all would have and what kind of like shows y'all would put on for people and what kind of projects y'all put out, and like just I know that there's like a big larger scale idea for y'all. And I'm seeing like arenas and shit like that.
Like, bro, like we definitely
artist level stuff.
We definitely be thinking about stuff like that, cause like we already got like plans of like how we want to do that shit. Like that's why we got a LowLife idea as like our where we gonna keep all of our mediums at type shit, cause we don't want to just be on a rapper shit, you feel me? Yeah. We're artists, you feel me? So like we want to be able to do all of our mediums and do everything that we want to under a LowLife idea type shit, and be able to be on some and be on some cool shit.
So what else are y'all thinking? Y'all thinking like movies
and like short films and stuff like that? Cause Saint went to college for creative writing.
Oh, he
for
did?
Like playwrights and shit like that.
Really?
And stuff like that, yeah. He really into stuff like that. And I went to school for sound engineering for a minute and stuff like that, but I just wasn't into homework, so I stopped.
I wasn't into homework. But that's really interesting though. And I really like, I say this genuinely, and it's not like just because you're my family and I want to support you because you're my family. Like if I didn't fucking know you, the music is still hard.
Appreciate it.
It's all still hard. And I'm like, I be every chance I get, a lot of my friends, they've heard this shit before, because like I play it for everybody. When I get a chance, I be like,
let me just try.
Can I put this video on real quick? let me see if y'all fucking with it. And they be like, yo, no, real shit. Like, I like
Bro,
that. I really, really enjoy that.
I
So
appreciate
I'm excited for your future because I know that it's gonna be large. And I remember when you
Thank you.
did that House of Blues performance, and I missed it. I
Yeah,
was pissed.
that was hard though.
Like I was pissed 'cause I had my studio that I was working at. They had a dance recital that day, and I had to be there. And it was supposed to end at a specific time, but it went over like 2 hours. And then when I was on my way, I was gonna just go straight there. But then Rashid was like, "No, come pick me up and take me too." And I was like, "All right, fuck it, I'm gonna go back." So then I went back, got Rashid, and then by the time we made it there, you got off stage, and I was like,
Yeah,
"Ain't no fucking
bro,
way."
cause they put me like early as hell. I ain't like that, cause they felt like I was I wasn't I felt like they felt like I wasn't ready for real. I didn't have the things that they needed to make it seem like I had a really good show going on or
Yeah.
whatever. Cause like at first I didn't have a band.
Mm-hmm.
It was just by myself, and I was just gonna play music off the files or whatever. But then I got a band together within like a week, and I was like, yeah, this is what I'm finna do. And so I got that band together. We did like some rehearsals and shit. Got that shit out the way, and then the day of, I ain't even get no sound check or whatever. So like I was
No
kind of
sound
blue.
check
Exactly,
at the House of Blues.
exactly. They wanted us to do the last performer sound check first, and then the first performer to go last, type shit.
Why?
That sounded dumb, right? It was dumb, and like I think I was like second performer, second or third, I think.
So you never went.
Yeah, never got a chance to go.
That's ass.
And they was like, and then when I told them, I'm like, yeah, but I got a band. They was like, no, you just got files, right? I'm like, you don't see all these people behind me?
Oh.
Like, yeah, it was one of those. So I was kind of blue, but I still did my thing, and I felt like, bro, I did my shit up there.
Bro, 'cause like sound checks and like tech rehearsals, they help a lot. I mean, you technically could go out there and get out wing stuff before,
but it's like,
it helps
yeah.
a lot.
And like me personally, is like I'm insecure about my voice on stage because like your voice sounds totally different from what it sounds like in your head when you hear it coming out coming out through a mic and some shit. So it's like I like my voice gotta sound right when I'm on stage, and if my voice don't sound right, I'm gonna be mad. I ain't gonna perform.
So if you don't like your voice, do you listen to your music at all?
Yeah, I do a lot. I did on my way here. I do it like I ain't gonna lie. I'm a bigger fan of my music now than I am than I was before. I'm not gonna lie. Like it took a minute to get to how I make music now, because I always knew I wanted to make music like this, but I didn't know how to get it to the where it is now. But now I've developed it and kind of learned how I want to portray myself in music and stuff like that now.
What's your advice to any like artist, creative in any like realm that like wants to create and do something serious with their art?
I say always be yourself, your 100% self, because people be saying that they be being themselves, but don't be being themselves for real. Like they be being themselves to a certain extent, and not like 100%. And then I also would say don't be afraid to give up sometimes, because sometimes you gotta like take a break and like think about what's going on around you and think about how you want to portray things and stuff like that. And I wouldn't even say necessarily giving up. Don't be afraid to stop what you're doing and take a break and like think about what you're doing before you actually go figure all the things that you're trying to figure out. You feel me? Because you don't want to just like overwhelm yourself and stress yourself out, because I've done that a lot. Because like me, I know that like I'm really hard on myself, because like I've been having this like I've been having this thing where I was just really hard on myself to the point where I felt like I was really good at music to the point where I could how do I want to say it? It's like I felt like I was at a point where I was so good that if I could drop one song type shit and be on some raw shit, but I was humbling myself and like slowing myself down and like giving myself something more to work for and something to fight for, instead of like trying to like just be on some like, yeah, I'm the rawest nigga right here. I'm finna just be raw, and then just see where that take me. I wanted to understand myself and understand what I wanted to like. Everything that involves myself in music.
Mm.
Yeah, I feel like I just went on a long tangent. I
Nah,
ain't
go
gonna
ahead.
lie. I don't even know. Sometimes I be having little brain farts where I just be talking for a minute, then I just
That's
lose where I
that's
be at.
that's me, and I have
Yeah.
this thing where like, I'll talk sometimes, and then I'll forget that I was talking, and then
Mhm.
I'm just like,
Oh
wait, what
God.
was I saying?
Oh bro.
But that just means you was deep in your thought.
Oh bro.
Um, but no, taking breaks is definitely necessary, and that's kind of like when I tell you right now, I haven't really danced outside of like the work part of it at
Mhm.
all. Ain't been feeling it, so I ain't gonna do it.
Oh
Now,
bro.
yesterday I did start freestyling at home a little bit. Like some music came on, and I was just vibing like real good, and I just felt it, and I just did it.
Mhm.
But that's kind of where that's how I want it to be a little bit. I don't like the fact that like when you choose a creative like avenue for your work or your job or whatever it is, like you're expected to do that shit all the time, every single day, and just live, sleep, and breathe it like all the
Oh
time.
bro.
It's like you gonna make me not want to do it no more if I gotta do it to that extent. Like it's
Exactly.
balance, and if I'm doing this shit all day, every day,
I'm not gonna want to do it. On bro.
I
It's
need a fucking break. And my break has been for at least like a month now, where I haven't like outside of like my commitments that I have.
mhm.
Like I haven't done anything. I haven't. People have been asking me to like do like showcases, and I was just like, not right now. I'm not into it right now. I
On
love
bro.
dancing, but the break is necessary because
Definitely
if
is.
I'm gonna drag myself around, you gonna see it, and you gonna see
Mhm.
me not wanting to be there. You gonna look at me and be like, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, "No, I'm good. I'm just a little wore out."
Exactly.
Yeah, the breaks is necessary.
Break is very necessary on God, especially when it comes to music. Because when I would say when you doing music and stuff too, because it's like I've made a lot of songs to the point where like I don't. I used to didn't drop as often. Like I make a lot of
Hmm.
songs, but I just wouldn't drop them type shit because like
Yeah,
I was still trying to figure out my sound or some shit.
yeah.
So like when I was making so many songs to the point where I was still doing that shit consistently all the time, all day, every day, to the point where I thought that I was right about the same shit over and over again, and it made
Yeah,
me even more like
yeah,
insecure because I was like, damn, I don't want to be this nigga that just write about the same shit over and over and
yeah.
over and over again to the point where they like, damn, nigga, what else do you got to offer? You feel me, bro? So it's like I pay attention to stuff like that.
So do you like sit at home and like write music a lot, or are you just like listening to music or listening to
Um,
your own music?
Right now, I've been in the process of listening to my own music a lot. Like a lot of my unreleased songs, I just listen to those a lot because those are my favorite songs right now. I'm not gonna lie.
Mm,
So like, that's just what I've been on lately. But when I do get beats that I really enjoy, I will listen to them bitches all the time. Like even when I'm working
just the
in
beat,
a huh
just the beat.
yeah straight instrumental. Just I just listen to that, and like as I'm listening to it, the words that I already written out would just pop up in my head, and I would just like rap it as the beat just playing, like as
Mm,
I'm driving and shit, as I'm just chilling on some shit. Like I just, whenever I play it, I just like mentally write it in my head, or just like mentally just like I either like write it in my head, or I pull my phone out real quick, play the beat, start writing shit, like structure everything out and shit like that. Like I listen to it a lot. Like
mm,
I listen to that shit 1,000 times. I'm not
mm,
gonna lie. Like the shit be giving me headaches sometimes on some shit.
mm,
Like that's how much times I listen to to the music. Like it could be a song, it could be a beat that I'm not really fucking with for real.
mm,
I still play it on a loop for like 5 times in a row. Just
mm,
still trying to like just let it play until something just pop up in my head that's
mm.
like, yeah, I'll fuck with this now.
And then when you write to it and produce and like get the vocals on it, does it feel like a different song then?
Um, Yeah, it kind of does in a sense because like once the words start coming together, you start kind of understanding where you want to go with it. You start to realize the topic that you're going with, the theme of where you want to go with it, like um how you want it to sound, all type of shit.
Mm, interesting. Yeah, I know because when it comes to like dancing and shit like that, Um, I don't like choreographing to the songs that I enjoy listening to because I end up hating those songs, or I'll end up only being able to hear the song to like the beats that I was dancing to, and it kind of ruins music for me sometimes. So it's just like if I can avoid or just music in general that I've danced to, I'd end up like not fucking with the songs anymore. I don't know why it's like that, but
Yeah, no, I get like that a lot too, though.
I just we need a little break. But before we go, I want to do this thing that I do with all my guests, and I got these rapid fire questions that I want to ask you. Just three.
Okay, bet.
Just three rapid fire questions, and they kind of like not rapid fire questions, but they're rapid fire questions. I call them rapid fire questions.
Okay.
All right. So the first one is, if you had a genie grant you three wishes, what would they be?
$1 million. I want just money. I ain't gonna lie. $1 million. I want like 5 ounces of weed, and probably just like a secret base on some shit.
A who?
A secret layer. I don't know.
Oh, like a basement?
Just some random shit. That's the type of time I be on, cause I see life as a game.
Facts. I mean, ish. I can see it. What's your favorite Tiny Desk performance?
Favorite Tiny Desk performance? I gotta say the No Name one.
No Name has a Tiny Desk?
I believe so. Yeah.
What?
Bro, I was messing with a. I can't. I was messing with a girl at the time. She was giving me a retwist, rubbed me down with some cocoa butter. I mean, and yeah, it was cocoa butter. While some No Name Tiny Desk was playing in the background, some shit, and it was kind of fire. I was like, damn, this is crazy.
I'm definitely listening to that shit like as soon as you leave.
Bro.
Because I think mine would be the Jacob Collier one, and it's different, but like he's a different kind of artist. Like I don't think there's no other artist like him. That's why I just like his
Type shit.
And then this is the song. This is the question that I ask everybody. This is the only one I'll ask everybody. But what is your go-to song that puts you in your feels?
My go-to song that puts me in my feels.
This is one you gotta really think about too.
Bro, I'm trying to. Right now, the only song that like I could think of in my head for real that like pops up like as soon as you said that was Frank Ocean by Cash Page. Yeah.
How does that one go?
What got you thinking this type of way? Yeah. You've been on my mind.
Why is it called Frank Ocean?
Like you know my favorite color orange. You know your favorite color green. Like Frank Ocean.
What does Frank Ocean have to do with green?
Frank Ocean. I don't know. I think I'm saying the lyrics wrong, probably though.
Oh, really?
But like, yeah, but she was singing that. Hold up.
It's crazy. Cause I'm like, you singing. I'm like, wait, this sounds like it could be a good song though.
Bro.
Like low key, I probably could listen to it.
Actually, no, I'm capping. I got a way better song. I know this bitch.
It's by the same person?
Nah, it's a different person. What is that? It's this new person I found that I was listening to. No, it's called "Different" by Dexter and the News Agent.
Dexter and the News Agent. Let me see. Send me this. Let me see if I can hear it. I don't want to play it for copyright reasons, but it's got a little oh shit. Yeah, send me that one. I like shit like that. Is that a girl?
Yeah.
That sounds like a dude.
I don't know. I thought it was a girl for real.
Wait, did you hear that new? Did you hear that new song with SZA? It's fucking what's his name? I don't know the guy's name.
I know who you're talking about though.
Fuck, what is it called?
His name like
It's called No Seasons, but it's by SZA and
Gene Dawson.
yeah, Gene Dawson.
Yeah.
That song feels like nostalgia.
I haven't listened to it.
You need to listen. Like, it's so good. Like
Yeah.
I don't even know how to explain it, but like it was already a good song when he was just on it, and then when she came on, I was like, oh my god, it was like I listened to it like nonstop.
Yeah.
But that's all we got. Do you have anything that you want to plug before we end the show?
Nah, not really. But I
You
guess
just
I
put
can
out
say
music.
I can say you should follow a LowLife idea on Instagram. You should follow a LowLife idea.
Definitely
Actually,
do that.
on everything for real. LowLife idea on Instagram and TikTok. On SoundCloud. Yeah,
Y'all got TikTok?
yeah, we on TikTok now.
What's the TikTok?
A LowLife idea.
Yeah, okay.
Everything a LowLife idea. And then text no response out on all platforms. Pints out on all platforms. We got like another song dropping soon. Like two more songs I know for a fact that's dropping soon. Yeah. Shit hard. Shit hard as fuck. I be terrible with plugging, but like
Yeah, you was definitely like,
yeah.
you have anything to plug? Nah, I ain't got nothing. You are a whole rapper. Nothing. I ain't got nothing coming out. That's it.
Yeah.
But thank you for coming through. I really appreciate it. This was
For
the one I
sure.
was like, yes, got him. Perfect. But that's all I got for y'all. Make sure y'all follow him on all his social media platforms. And his music is going to be all in the description. Make sure you follow me on Instagram at Ron_Amos_ and follow the TikTok page and all that stuff. Make sure you give the show a 5-star rating because it helps out the show and everything. And that's all I got. So I will see you guys next week with another episode. Peace.